Hey guys, so today I'm building a corner cabinet, and just to show you what exactly I'm building, this is the wall corner cabinet that I'm gonna build, and it has adjacent cabinets to it on one side, on the left side of it, but on the right it's gonna have a end panel and there's gonna be a window right there. So my goal today is to design it and start building it. And it's gonna be pretty much a rough SketchUp like that. There's gonna be a brad section right there, and this is the panel, and right there we're gonna have cabinets. These are the cabinets. So I don't build these 45-degree cabinets very often, and it's been a while since. Usually I try to build a pattern for something that complicates my life, but because this cabinet has panels on one side, it changed my pattern. So here's the easy way, or my way of doing it, and if you guys have an easier way, please let me know or send me a link. I would love to learn. Here it is. The square footprint of that corner cabinet, because it has 12-inch cabinets on one side and the other side of it is also 12 inches, the square footprint of that cabinet is going to be 24 by 24. So I cut myself a 24 by 24 quarter-inch of plywood that I can draw the blueprint on. So let's go over this little blueprint real quick. I measured 12 inches from here to right there, and that marks the total depth of my cabinet. Now on this side, I'm gonna have cabinets going that way, which means I left only quarter-inch space between them, and then this right here is my plywood wall of the cabinet. Now, on the back of this cabinet, I'm stepping up for a nailer, for a 3/4 inch nailer, so I can screw it to the wall, and then another 1/4 inch for the back 1/4 inch plywood for the back wall of the cabinet. In the back of the cabinet right here, I have a 45-degree cut. This corner cut off allows me to adjust the cabinet, because if I don't cut this off and make the cabinet 90-degree, the corner of the cabinet will lock into the corner of the house between the walls, and it won't give me any wiggle room to adjust the imperfections of the framing. So I'm cutting it off. You can make your own decision how much you cut it off. I measured 4 inches from here to there, and then 3/4 inch plywood. If you notice right here, I drew the grooves that I'm gonna cut to slide the back wall into the side wall and into the back wall. I did the same thing here. The only difference is this is my side. Same thing here, 3/4 inch nailer plus 1/4 inch wall. This is the only difference right here. This is the side of the cabinet. I measured from this point to the front of the face 12 inches. But then, because this is the side that gets the panels, I had to step back the thickness of the panels, which I make out of maple. So I used the actual piece of material that I'm going to be using for that panel. I used it to measure out, and then 3/4 inch for the plywood wall of the cabinet, which I also drew the groove in it to slide the back wall. So this dotted line is for the future to mark my shelves. Shelves obviously gonna have to be shorter, and I'm gonna use the same pattern to make my shelves. But in a nutshell, this is gonna be my pattern to make this cabinet. Now you may ask, why in the world would I do this? Here's why. The size of the wall, the size of the cabinet has to be 12 inches from there to there. But I need to find out the exact size of this wall. In order for me to do that, I need to step back for the panel, step back for the wall, and also find out this 45-degree cut. So my actual size of the wall, unlike on the other cabinets that are gonna be just flat up against the wall, these cabinets right here, the sides are very easy to determine. Is the depth of the cabinet minus the thickness of the face, and I got my size. I cannot do that here. I cannot go the depth of the cabinet minus the thickness of the face, because then I also have to go minus the thickness of the panel minus the 45 degree. So the easiest way for me to do it, and I'm not a mathematical genius, is to draw it on the actual size pattern. So now I'm gonna cut this wall. This is gonna be my measurement from this point to that point, and I'm gonna make a 45 degree cut. Same thing on this other side. I'm gonna measure from this point to the longest point of the 45, and then that's gonna be my wall. So I'm gonna post a picture of this, but I hope this was helpful. And if you have an easier way of doing this, please let me know, or send me a link, or direct me to the person's profile, because I would love to learn. Thank you.